And now for an interesting look at a very unique organization providing truly exceptional and interactive live musical experiences for both performers and audiences. Yes, we're talking about Passim. I had pronounced it incorrectly in the beginning, but now I've got it down. It is a nonprofit arts organization dedicated to cultivating a diverse mix of musical traditions through its legendary listening venue and, of course, their School of Music. Now, they were established in Harvard Square as the Club 47 in 1958. I think Adam Klein was one of the founding members, and incorporated as a nonprofit in 1994. Passim has been a cornerstone of the arts community in New England for decades. To tell us more about this organization and also about some exciting news regarding their annual Iguana Music Fund, which I know gave away some money, we've invited Matt Smith, Passim's managing director. Buenos dias.
Great to be here.
Great to be here. Great to have you. Starting off the day now, January 8th here, our second show of the year. And learned a lot about you guys over the last couple of weeks. Very exciting what you guys do.
There's a lot of history. It's a lot of history there. I mean, we've been around in Harvard Square for nearly 60 years now, and for the past 21 as a nonprofit organization, expanding programming all around the square.
Yeah. Now, just before we get into it, part of your job is booking about 400 shows a year. Is that accurate?
That's true. 400 shows in the club, and then also 3 different outdoor concert series over the summertime, and a couple of outdoor festivals and indoor festivals too.
Wow, that is a lot. Well, let's talk a little bit about the overall umbrella organization, because I know you have, you have the venue, you have the School of Music, you have the Iguana Music Fund. Tell me a little bit about what your vision is and how do you kind of, carry this mission out throughout all these programs?
Well, the idea with Passim is that we take the music a little bit deeper. The audience gets to have a stronger relationship with the performers and the music. It's not just background music. It's not just casual listening. It's more people are there with intent. They really want to get involved.
How do you do that?
Well, it's a small venue. There's just over 100 seats there. So that by its own nature makes the audience and the artists have to interact a little bit more.
I think we have some photos of that venue. I know that I haven't been there, but I've seen some of these. So it's really close quarters, right? Like for example, this group is almost on top of the folks, right? Like
when we end up with we can end up with 10 to 15 people on stage at a time, and the stage becomes more crowded than the room does. And so there's a level of interaction, especially with our campfire festivals too, where artists are up and down and they're hanging around for the whole day after they perform. So the line between audience and artist blurs, because the artists will, once they're done on stage, will come off and be part of the audience.
And you have the School of Music, which we're looking on now. This is kind of the classes, right?
Absolutely,
yeah,
right? Yep. And our students at the School of Music, kind of our flagship programs are our ensemble classes, and so artists get to learn how to play with one another. The students really get their first chance to, okay, they've learned to play an instrument, now what is it like to play that with someone else? And then we usually get them on stage for something too.
And you started to set it up like with tables and so forth, like as we're looking at now, the venue, like it's kind of a nightclubby type of atmosphere as well, right?
Yep.
Now, what kind of music? I know you have a Celtics music festival coming up, right?
Yeah, over the 13th, 14th, we have BCM Fest.
This week.
BCM Fest, which is our Celtic music festival that happens. We do a little one-day version over the summertime, but then this festival has been running for 14 years now, and it's really a celebration. There's a huge Celtic community in the Boston area, and it's this festival came out of celebrating that. There are several different kinds of Celtic music, and this festival brings them all together and really celebrates the local scene.
That's pretty cool. That's very, very cool. All right, so I also read recently, about a month ago, you guys gave away some money, 9th year in a row. You gave about $40,000 to like 25 different grants, right?
Yes, this is an incredible program that started in 2009, our Iguana Music Fund, and that program gives grants to artists. There's small seed grants from $500 to $2,000, and they just help artists get along to the next stage of their career or help them out with a project that otherwise would not have gotten made. And it's been an amazing thing to watch what artists can do with a small amount of money.
I was going to say, what are some of the stuff that someone can use the money for, that you've seen it?
Some of it are recording projects. Some of it is
just getting money to go into a recording studio.
Exactly. To finish a record that otherwise wouldn't have gotten finished. Sometimes it's to help pay for a touring vehicle. Sometimes it's to help pay for microphones and sound gear for studios. Some people have used it to bring arts programs into hospitals and nursing homes. So there's a lot that people do, taking that little bit of money and stretching it.
That's awesome. That must be one of your favorite things, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And since the beginning of it, we've given over $300,000 now.
Yeah, I read that. That's a lot. You're helping a lot of artists.
It's pretty significant. For independent artists, that is a huge amount of money.
Yeah. Now, for those who want more information, let's put up your website or at least one of the photos so for folks to look for you guys, because you guys are kind of hidden away over in Harvard Square, right?
We are. We're down in the basement, down a little alleyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, even before I was going there, I'd heard of it long before I ever found it. But we're there. If you search, we're there.
www.passim.org.
Yes.
Okay. I strongly recommend you folks who love music to get in there and maybe catch a show.
Absolutely.
Tell Adam to hook up some tickets.
I will.
Adam has to hook up some tickets.
You can go around, Adam. Just go right to
All right, go right to the boss. No, I like Adam. Adam's cool. Adam takes care of it. All right, my friend.
Thanks so much,
you for stopping by. All right, good luck.
Thank
Keep
you.
up the good work. All right. Coming up, information on the upcoming 12th annual King Cabral celebration. We'll have all the details right here on Urban Update.